What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another update. It's Wednesday. We're going to read and focus more on news, and we're going to see charts. Where is Bitcoin going? But we're not going to stick here for too long because there is not too much that is happening. And now let's jump into this. So as we can see here on the chart that we broke bearish from that bullish pennant here because we didn't have enough volume to break up, and you need to know something. If the pattern is not playing out earlier in the stage of the pattern itself, the probable that it's going to go on the other way are increasing. Now what could potentially happen is this white trend line that I draw on the chart here is dragging since February this year, and it's making us pretty much good bullish pattern here, and as long as we're standing above it, we could potentially bounce and see bounce further on the upside. But since we are still testing it, we need to wait and just see what the price will do, because this trend line of $8,000 here, psychological level that I was talking about, with this trend line, the price is actually on it, and we need to see if it's going to bounce. So we are still in testing, and the Bitcoin should bounce from here in the next 2 days, 3 days potentially. And if we do bounce, we could see breaking up this level of resistance here, and we could see higher prices in the Bitcoin price. If not, if that's not the case, we could see the breaking of this level of support of $8,000, and retest of this $7,200 will not be so smart and good, because we could go even further lower, because this level of support is tested many times, and we do not want to test it again and again and just broke it, because we all know if the price of Bitcoin retests some level of support or resistance for many times, that level of resistance or support is becoming more weaker and not stronger, and these potential retests could be bad for Bitcoin and pushing price further lower. Now, enough of the charts. We are still going to see some bullish and adoptional news for the Bitcoin in this space. China digital currency launch definitely in 6 to 12 months. Investor. We can see that China is determined to launch their crypto, which is not so much connected with the Bitcoin, but it could give some free advertising for the crypto world in general, which is good, of course. Bitcoin ATMs worldwide hit new milestone, surpassing 6,000. This is pretty much good because we can see that the Bitcoin is getting exposure literally on physical locations, which is very good. Here is the graph from the 2014. We can see that we almost had nothing, and where are we right now? And it's still growing, which is pretty much good. The United States dwarfs other countries in Bitcoin's ATMs. Furthermore, 108 machines have been deployed this month, and data also shows that the average daily number of Bitcoin ATMs installed is 11. This is pretty much good for the people that do not understand exchanges and everything. They could just buy Bitcoin on the ATMs. In mid-October, one such machine was installed by BTM firm Bitstop at the Miami International Airport. This is big also. The company's co-founder and chief strategy officer Doug Carrillo claimed that Bitcoin is useful for travelers. More and more people prefer to travel with Bitcoin instead of cash for convenience and security. Miami International Airport is a perfect place for our customers to conventionally exchange their dollars for Bitcoin, and vice versa when traveling domestically on abroad. So as you can see, if this is not bullish, I don't know what it is. This price is just temporary. This price is just short term, so hold on. We are going to see the bigger prices for sure, but this short technical analysis are also important, but not so significant if you're here for a long term. Next one, which I must say my favorite one, online gaming platform lets gamers collect BTC in first-person shooter game. I love this. I need to start gaming again. So Bitcoin adoption through games. In October, Bitcoin-enabled game startup Satoshi's Games announced the development of a Fortnite-like game with built-in Lightning Network microtransactions styled Light Night, where interaction between players trigger a monetary reward or penalty for the user, Satoshi's Games said at the time. In simple words, players earn Bitcoin by shooting other other players and lose Bitcoin when they got shot. This is amazing. I just love this because also Fortnite will probably be it is actually one of the first most playable multiplayer games on the internet in this, and I think previous year, because for the most years was League of Legends, and they are now overtaking them. And if they implement this, and when they implement this, they are going to be on the first place for a long time for sure, because this is big thing. If they are not first, just correct me in the comment section down below. I'm a little bit outdated from the gaming world. And now let's jump into next one. Fidelity Digital Asset Services now authorized to operate crypto custody platform. This is also big. The custody and trade execution service that we provide are essentially building blocks for institutional investors' continued adoption for digital assets. The destination as a New York trust company under the supervision and examination of the DFS, building on the credibility and trust we're establishing amongst institutions and other market participants. We will continue to play a leading role in supporting the maturation of the entire ecosystem as we expand our business and the client we serve. We can see that the institutional investors and the platforms that are going to help institutional investors to get in the Bitcoin space are working on it, and this is very important to know and not just watch price and be very frustrated for it, because it is short term, and you need to realize that even if we break this trend line and even if we go down, this is just a good chance to buy more Bitcoin before the price begins to go even further up, and you're going to regret after that, I assure you. And the next one, a little bit bearish one, could potentially push us down further. US SEC takes another look at rejected Bitwise Bitcoin ETF proposal. Taking a second look, the Commission is disapproving this proposal rule change because, as discussed below, NICE ARCA has not met its burden under the Exchange Act and the Commission's rule of practice to demonstrate that its proposal is consistent with the requirements of Exchange Act Section 6b5, and in particular the requirement that the rules of a national security exchange be designed to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practice. I am for this because we do need total regulations in the crypto world if we want to see good and big prices in this space. And thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to leave us a like and hit the subscribe button, and do let us know in the comment section down below, do you like this news and do you like this price that is happening right now on the Bitcoin chart? And until the next update, happy trading and goodbye.